Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Tonight's the first night of All Founders Week. Or I guess you could say last night was. I posted an archive review of the Imperial Stout I shot a year ago with Jay. But anyways, I got all 5 of their year-round beers plus one of the seasonal Double Trouble Imperial IPA. But we're going to start with the Porter. And I think it's the only beer they make that has such a generic name. I don't know who this chick is on the label. It says dark, rich, and sexy. 6.5% ABV, 45 IBUs, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and it was $2.39. Well, yeah, I guess I succeeded on getting an aggressive pour there. It's about 3 fingers or so. Looks black as far as the body. Yeah, it's totally black. I don't even really see any ruby red. Holding it up to the light. That's a thick head. That is, and it's like straight up brown. I wouldn't even call it tan or anything. It's just like a brown, creamy, frothy head. It smells more like a stout than a porter. I mean, I'm getting that kind of dairy quality. I'm getting the roasted malts. I'm getting a little bit of kind of hot bitterness, like even in the nose. So let's see if it's as tasty as it looks. You're getting all the hallmarks of a good porter beer here. You're getting the roasted toasty malts. You're getting kind of like a milky kind of sweetness across the middle. You get a little bit of dark chocolate in the aftertaste. I guess where I could say it's a porter is because it's like noticeably thinner and flatter than a stout would be. You know, it's like a nice kind of soft, wet mouthfeel. Actually, it's not a dry beer. Finish is pretty clean too. I mean, like there's like a little bit of like a dark chocolate aftertaste. It's not as, I'm not really getting a lot of coffee bitterness in here or coffee flavor that you would tend to get like in a more stronger or traditional kind of stout. It does have kind of like a creamy texture to it though. Could be from the aggressive pour. Getting that kind of more draft-like experience. Nice, yeah, so far a real nice tasty beer. Nice drinkability on this too. I mean, I'm just like, I have to pace myself so I don't just quaff all this down in 2 seconds. Yeah, so as usual, we'll take a quick break and come back with my final thoughts on the Founders Porter. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I just have a little bit of beer here left. I'd say I'm really impressed with this beer. In fact, I'm going to say hands down, this is the best porter I've ever had. Definitely better than the Great Lakes Edmund Fitzgerald. That being said, it's not a perfect beer, but it's damn close. You know, you're getting, like, the palate is just, like, everything you want in a stout or a porter, it's there. You got, like, that kind of dairy, milky, creamy sweetness. You get, like, the roasty, toasty malts. You get, like, a little bit of chocolate. And in this instance, it's more of a milk chocolate. It's not quite a dark chocolate. It's not a particularly bitter beer. So that's why, like, I would call it more of like a toasted malt than a roasted malt. It's not, quite that coffee dryness, toasted, burnt popcorn kind of flavor. Ugh. The mouthfeel on it is great. It's like, I definitely call it medium bodied, not quite full bodied. It's like, it's sort of thick, but it's also flat. It's very gentle. It doesn't coat your whole mouth like the way an Imperial Stout would. It just kind of coats my entire tongue. And it finishes fairly clean. Like, I get like a little bit of a bitter aftertaste and like a little bit of like milk chocolate and like a touch of like coffee or something like that. I want another one. I'm sorry I only bought this one bottle. Speaking of bitterness, it's only 45 IBU, so that explains it. So, yeah, great beer all around. Best porter I've ever had. I'm not going to give it the full 10. It's like missing, that certain je ne sais quoi that would put it into the 10. But I'm going to go 9 for the Founders Porter. If you can get this, I highly recommend it. And another small caveat I have with this is that the 6.5% ABV, even though I slug this down pretty quick, I actually do kind of feel it, and I'm, you know, a pretty big guy. And it's kind of what, because I would love to session this, you know, over like a football or baseball game or something like that. But anyways, I'm rambling. So again, 9 out of 10 for the Founders Porter. Excellent beer. And that does it for this episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. So thanks to you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.